Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Eagles offense takes the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game.
Lofts one high and deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's fired. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Georgia Southern in a hurry. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're going to throw it again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's back to throw on second down. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Eagles in the hurry-up.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Eagles have it with a 1st and 10.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. He leaves it with his back. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. The option look. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Cole. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, Georgia State, 7.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's got an open man. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Georgia State, 7.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw, it's Cole. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. 1st down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late. Until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Quickly complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Georgia Southern, 24. Georgia State, 7.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the returner goes down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. To the air, it's Cole. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection and wings it incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They want to just keep throwing it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And the beatdown has ensued. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Dropping back, it's Cole. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. He lets it fly. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Eagles! And the pummeling has started.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The throw to the outside is complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
At the 37. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him. Touchdown, Eagles! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Unloads to the wideout. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads it left, and it's incomplete on 3rd down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
3rd down coming up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one.